Our objective for today is I can add two-digit numbers using base 10 blocks. So throughout addition, we'll learn a lot of different ways to solve our addition problems, and it's important as second graders, you have to be able to solve each problem two different ways. So today I'm going to show you one way, which is by drawing base 10 blocks. Before we get started, I want to go over a little bit of vocabulary. So when we have an addition problem, we have a number plus another number equals the answer. But each of these numbers have specific names. So the two numbers that we're adding together, those are called addends. And then the answer to an addition problem is called a sum. All right, let's look at our first example. Our first example is going to be 34 plus 5. So when I'm solving this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a hundreds, tens, and ones chart, and I'm going to put my base 10 blocks in the chart to help me solve it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to build our first addend, and our first addend is the number 34. So when I think about the number 34, I first think about how many tens there are. There's 3 tens. And how many ones there are. There's 4 ones. So I put my 3 tens in my tens column and my 4 ones in the ones column. Next, I need to add in my second addend. My second addend is just 5. So does it have any hundreds? Nope. Does it have any tens? Nope. But it does have ones. How many ones does it have? It has 5 ones. So I put that underneath my dotted line to show my two separate addends. My first addend will go on top. My second addend will go on the bottom. So once I have the two addends built, then I need to count the total. So I'm going to start in the ones, and I'm going to combine both the first and the second addends in the ones. So let's count how many there are total altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 9 ones altogether. Next, let's count how many tens are altogether. I don't have any tens from my second addend, so I just have my first 3. 1, 2, 3 tens. So my total is 39. So 34 plus 5 equals 39. Let's try another example. This time it's 61 plus 8. So the first step is to build your first addend. My first addend is 61, so I have 6 tens and 1 1. Then I need to build my second addend, which is 8. 8 is just 8 ones. Now I need to add my ones all together. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 ones. Next, I need to add my tens. And again, I don't have any for my second addend, so I only have my top one. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 tens. So 61 plus 8 is 6 tens and 9 ones. So my sum is 69. Now let's try 22 plus 45. And this time I'm going to pretend like I'm drawing it just like you would. So I still have my hundreds, tens, and ones chart, and I have my dotted line going down the middle to separate my two addends. So first I'm going to build my first addend, which is 22. So I have my 2 tens and my 2 ones. Remember, when I'm drawing base 10 blocks, my tens are just straight lines, and my ones are just little circles. Now let's draw in my second addend, 45. I have 4 tens and 5 ones. This time I do have a 10 in my second addend. All right, now let's start in the ones. Let's count how many total ones we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ones. Let's count how many total tens I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tens. So 22 plus 45 equals 67. All right, now you're going to practice this with me. So what I want you to do is just find a piece of paper and you're going to draw out your hundreds, tens, and ones chart. And don't forget, when we're doing addition, we add in our dotted lines so we can separate our two add-ins. Once you have your chart built, add in your first add-in, which is 32. Remember, does 32 have any hundreds? No, so we're going to start in the tens. For 32, did you draw 3 tens and 2 ones? Good job. Now let's do our second add-in, which is 6. All right, did you draw 6 ones for your 6? All right, your next step is to count your total number of ones. You count a total of 8 ones. And now let's count your tens. You count a total of 3 tens. So that means 32 plus 6 equals 38. Let's try another one. This time we're going to do 16 plus 51. So draw your HTO chart. And then build your first add-in. Now build your second add-in. Remember, your second add-in is 51 and it goes down on the bottom. All right, does your setup look like mine? 1 10 and 6 ones, 5 tens and 1 1. Now go ahead and add up your total number of ones and your total number of tens. Hopefully you got 7 ones and 6 tens, which means 16 plus 51 equals 67. All right, now you're going to do some independent practice. And so I have this worksheet linked on Edgenuity. It may be easier to have this printed out to do it, but if you don't have it, you can also do it on Google Slides, and you'll just use the shapes to draw little lines or little circles for the tens and ones. So either way, whatever works best for you, but make sure you're solving these addition problems using the base 10 blocks, whether you print this out and draw on it, or if you use Google Slides in order to draw the shapes.